Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on another video. Today we're going to do my budget for the first week of March, which is March 6th through the 13th for us. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Carter woke up, well, he was already feeling sick on Thursday, so in my mind, I was like, he should probably stay home from school on Friday. So he didn't go to school Friday. He has a pretty bad cough and a runny nose, but no fever. So hopefully he'll be feeling better soon. We've just been keeping an eye on that, making sure that we have like a pulse oximeter that monitors oxygen level and like your heart rate, because he was born with a heart condition, so it's something we use to check his heart rhythm when he's sick. So it's been saying that his oxygen is good. So far, we're just waiting for it to finish up its course so he can get to feeling better. The boys had their second basketball game on Saturday, and that went well. They did still lose, but this time it was 11-15. They played way better than they did the first game. We were all so proud of them. They did a great job and took a lot of, what happened in the first game into practice and practicing, whatever they needed to work on to do a much better job for this past game. So that was great. Other than that, we didn't really do anything this weekend, just, your typical weekend chores. So for the budget this week, we only have a rollover, which is $873.20. We're not expecting any other income, so that is what we are working with. The bills that we have coming out this week are Kinetic, which is our internet, and it's $29.99. Instant Ink for $1.59, and then Carter's tuition, which is going to be $215 this week. I put Carter's daycare on auto pay on the credit card that we use for like our everyday expenses, and unfortunately I have the Avon card. I'm not sure if you guys have ever heard of it, but it's a credit card that is backed by your home, so it's like a HELOC credit card. So that's what we use, and it is great. I love it for the most part, but the app doesn't function like a credit card app does. So, when you make a payment on your credit card, you can go in and like see what bank account you've paid your payment from. You can even edit your payment, things like that. Well, you can't do that with the Avon card. So what ended up happening was I made a payment from an account that was closed that I hadn't removed from like my list of accounts to pay from. And I called them and I said, hey, I can't even tell what account I paid this last payment from. There's nowhere for me to see that. So, she told me what account it was. I was like, okay, well, that account is closed. What can we do to like stop the payment or cancel or whatever? She was like, there's nothing we can do. We just have to wait for the bank to, send us back that the account is closed or whatever, and it get reversed. Okay, fine. So waited on all of that to happen. They reversed the charge, and then they blocked my account. So I called them and I was like, hey, I can't make purchases on my card. And she was like, yeah, after something like that happens, we block your account for 30 days. I was like, what? Like 30 days of my account being blocked? Like with a normal, credit card, this would be a complete non-issue. Like maybe I'd get a charge for the reversal, and if it's never happened before, they'd even waive that fee. But you're telling me they didn't charge me a charge for it, for the reversal, but she was like, yeah, your account's blocked for 30 days. And I told her, I said, well, I called you guys and let you know what happened. I feel like your bank or your app is archaic. Like, why aren't there additional features for being able to edit your payment, see what account you've paid from? Like, all it is just a ledger of like transactions. So they did work it out for me to get my account unblocked faster than the 30 days. It was only a few days, but my daycare charged me for the declined payment on their end $20. So now I have to pay $215 this week for Carter's daycare because of that. So let's add all of this up really quick. So that's a total of $246.58. And subtract that from our income. That leaves $626.62. Okay, so for cars this week, we're going to do $150. I was laughing because I saw Brian made a charge at Wawa for gas. I was like, oh, the F-150 that they gave you for your rental car takes the same amount of gas to fill up as the Tundra. And he was like, no, it don't. It was like, I got like a half a tank with that $56. I was like, oh my goodness. He was like, yeah, I'm just going to keep filling it at a half a tank. Like, hopefully his car will be ready soon. But he was like, yeah, if he had filled it up, it'd have been like $100. So, groceries, we're going to do $300. We're not planning on eating out or buying any clothes. For kids, we're going to do $56. I did give Caleb a check to take to school for his second payment on his SeaWorld field trip. Still waiting on them to cash the check from the first field trip, which is a prime example of what I was telling you guys about when I was talking about tracking your transactions in real time. Like, I've already subtracted the $56 from the last check I sent, because a check, especially a check, is something that could definitely, throw your budget off because you forget about it. You forget you wrote a check for $56 for the school and you didn't track it because it hadn't come out yet. And then you're buying. You're like, oh, okay, cool. We got $43. We get paid tomorrow. It's all good. And then bing, the check hits for $56 and you got an overdraft fee. Let's see, what else? Household. Budgeting $80. I don't think it's going to be that much. The blinds and the controller was only $71. So unless there's something else that comes out for household, we should be okay there. And then nothing for homestead because we got the chickens some feed last week with the cash we had from egg sales. And then we're not getting anything for medical, blow money, or unbudgeted. So 150, 300, 56, and 80 is $586. Subtract that from the leftover, and that leaves $40.62. Okay, so we don't have, and y'all hear my buddy coughing. Poor sick buddy. We don't have any additional funds for sinking funds this week. This is just our rollover pay, so we're just going to plan to roll over $40.62 into the second week, which is our pay week. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick budget with me. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.